Viking berserkers, magic mushrooms, and rage tripping. Vikings didn't just fight, they transformed. Before a battle, some of them, berserkers, took something. Not just courage, not just faith in Odin. They took mushrooms, red-capped, white-spotted Amanita muscaria, hallucinogenic, maybe even toxic. But they believed it made them gods of war. They howled, foamed at the mouth, bit their shields, and charged. No pain, no fear, just carnage. Some say it was spiritual. Others say they were just really, really high. Nazi Germany, Pervitin. Now fast forward to Nazi Germany. Blitzkrieg wasn't just tanks and tactics, it was powered by pills. Methamphetamine, to be specific. The Nazis called it Pervitin. Soldiers called it Stuka tablets. One dose and you could march all night, shoot straight, and feel invincible. Sleep? Who needs it when you're chemically superhuman? Entire divisions were kept going on this stuff. Some soldiers marched for 3 straight days without sleep. Hitler himself? His personal doctor shot him up daily, with a mix that included meth, opioids, and cocaine. The man who started World War II might have done it on meth. Let that sink in. Japan? Kamikaze pilots on meth. Across the ocean, Japan had its own war drug, Philopon, another name for meth. Kamikaze pilots took it before their final flights. No fear, no hesitation, just unwavering focus on death. It was also given to infantry, to factory workers. The entire war machine ran on stimulants. After the war, Japan was flooded with leftover meth. It kickstarted one of the worst drug epidemics in their history. Soviet troops, vodka and morphine. In the Soviet Union, the war drug of choice was simpler. Vodka, gallons of it. Every soldier got a ration. Before charges, after battles, to numb fear, to quiet pain, to forget. But vodka wasn't enough. Soviet medics also carried morphine and anti-fatigue drugs. Soldiers used whatever they could find. They mixed, they self-medicated, they survived. American troops, heroin abuse. Vietnam, the war that smelled like napalm and weed. American GIs lit up joints between firefights, smuggled heroin in soda cans, snorted crushed pills. At one point, nearly 20% of U.S. troops were addicted to heroin. The government mostly turned a blind eye, until the press found out. Many soldiers came home with more than PTSD. They came back with addictions. British pilots, Benzedrine. The British had Benzedrine, amphetamines, bomber crews flying overnight missions. Take a few pills, stay sharp, fly longer, crash later. It worked, sort of, until the fatigue hit like a brick wall, or until pilots started hallucinating mid-flight. After the war, Britain had to deal with the psychological wreckage. Many pilots never fully came down. Child soldiers in Africa. Now we go darker. Rebel armies, child soldiers, drugged into obedience. One mix? They called it brown brown, a blend of cocaine and gunpowder. Snorted, smoked, injected, made you feel invincible, erased fear, disconnected you from reality. And that's exactly what the warlords wanted. Some of these kids were 12 years old, killing, laughing, high out of their minds. Ancient Scythians. Central Asia. The Scythians, nomadic warriors, fierce, fast, and, according to Herodotus, very into cannabis. They'd throw cannabis seeds on hot stones in tents, hotbox the whole place, then ride into battle stoned. It wasn't just recreation, it was ritual. Warriors cleansing themselves before bloodshed. They weren't the only ones. Zulu warriors, magic roots. The Zulu used roots and herbs before charging into war. Natural stimulants. Some say they entered trance-like states. Combined with drums, chants, and spiritual rituals, it was mind and body warfare. They believed they were invincible. And sometimes, belief is the deadliest drug of all. Modern special forces, Modafinil. And today, we're still doing it. Modern armies test everything, from modafinil, a drug that keeps you awake for 40+ hours, to stimulants, memory enhancers, even experimental cocktail injections. Super soldier programs are real. They're just quieter, because war isn't just bullets, it's biochemistry.